Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of my Friday Reads series. Today we're going to be talking about my October TBR. So these are the books in a perfect world I would be able to start and finish in the month of October. I am getting married October 6th, so I'll probably get no reading done the first week. So this is going to be a very ambitious TBR. It's kind of gotten bigger because I'll talk more about this in my September wrap up, but I also haven't gotten a ton of reading done this month, September, because of wedding planning, which has just taken over my whole entire life. Thank God it will be over soon. I won't have to stress about centerpieces and DJs any longer. That's enough rambling for me. Let's get into talking about the books I want to read in the month of October. These are in no particular order. I was just jotting down a list on a sticky note and we will go through them. Wow, I'm in such a weird mood. First off, I hoped to read this in September, but I really don't think I'm going to get a chance. This is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and I also want to read Muse of Nightmares, the sequel, in October as well. Books with Chloe has been raving about this series. She can't even pick which of the two are her favorite. She says it's truly magical and is her second favorite series of all time after reading it, after Harry Potter, of course. This is a library edition. I'm on the wait list for Muse of Nightmares. It doesn't release until October, so I don't even know if I will be able to get my hands on it. There's quite a line waiting at my library, but they're planning on picking up a ton of copies. That's a tangent. This is about a boy or a man. I'm not really sure what his age is. I'm assuming boy since this is young adult, named Laszlo Strange, and he has been studying the city of Weep, which seems to have just fallen out of everyone's memories of all the history, and he finds that fascinating. And then people are going on the hunt for the city of Weep, and who better to take along with them than the boy that's been studying all about it. The back says, on the second Sabbath of 12th moon in the city of Weep, a girl fell from the sky, her skin was blue, her blood was red. I'm really excited for it. It is quite a big book. It has 532 pages. Side note, I really prefer the edition that Chloe has. I don't know if that's like a UK edition or an Australian edition. I'm not really sure, but it's much cuter than this one. So those are the first two books I want to read. Second, I don't have a physical copy. I actually just had to return it to the library. I didn't get a chance to read it, but I'm back on the list for it, and that is Nevernight. And I also want to read the sequel to that, which is God's Grave, to go along with the Paz Reads NN and Paz Reads GG read-alongs posted by Katrina from Little Book Owl and Piera from Piera Ford. Again, I hoped to read the first of that series, Nevernight, in September, but I just didn't get a chance to it before it was due back to my library. So like I said, I'm back on the wait list for that. In that book, we follow a girl who is going to school to become an assassin, I believe. And I feel like people either love it or hate it. It's Katrina's favorite series from Little Book Owl. Books with Chloe said that she didn't really love it. She didn't really like it much at all. Brittany from Brittany the Bibliophile absolutely loved that series as well. So I'm wondering where I'm going to fall in that. Next, I have A Conjuring of Light. This is to follow along with the A Darker Shades of Read Along, hosted by Spencer over at Common Spence. This is the second book in the series, A Gathering of Shadows. I've already read the first of the series, of course. Loved it, 5 out of 5 stars. I'm about 3/4 of the way through the second book. I will finish this hopefully this month, and then I'll be right on track with everyone else. I didn't finish it before the live show, even though I hoped to, so I'm going to watch that as well. His live shows are always so much fun, and I definitely want to get in on that, and definitely read A Conjuring of Light in time to actually participate in next month's live show. I didn't even tell you what this series is about. In the series, this is an adult fantasy series. What is wrong with my mouth today? And there are 4 parallel Londons. You're following 2 main characters. Kel, who is an Antari, which means he's like a really powerful magician. A lot of people in this world have magic, but he can control all 5 elements. And you're also following Lila Bard, who is this character here, although you can't see her head from the library sticker. And she is a thief who wants nothing more than to be a pirate. And the first one is like a pretty good introduction to the worlds and the series. And in the second book, there is going to be a really big, magnificent competition for the magicians to compete in. I'm just at the very beginning of that, and let me tell you, it's already really exciting. Next up, I have The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. I've had this on my Goodreads TBR for a very long time. Books with Emily Fox recommends this pretty much every fall. She says it's really amazing. You're following a man who was at the airport and was complaining to just the right person or maybe the wrong person about how much he hates his wife. And apparently she takes that very seriously. And this is a thriller mystery type of book. I actually found this just the other day at my library sale for 10 cents. Yes, please. I definitely grabbed it. It seems to be in decent condition. I mean, it's not perfect. It's a little beat up, but 10 cents, you can't beat that. I had originally planned to read a lot of thriller mystery type of books in October leading up to Halloween, but I just really don't know how many I will get a chance to. I have a little shelf here, which is kind of like my top of my TBR type of shelf. And just looking at it, I can immediately pick out The Girl on the Train, Gone Girl, Big Little Lies, The Wife Between Us. Like, I have quite a few, sorry, the light was really weird. I have quite a few books right here that if I have time, I might pick those up as well. Lastly, for my audiobook for the month, I'm going to rent from my library The Diviners. Everyone says that this book is great and that it is the perfect read coming up to Halloween. It is quite a thick book, and I think listening to it on an audiobook will be a good choice for me. I have seen many people say they really loved the audiobook. They have it in their like top audiobooks of the year, or their wrap up saying they listened to an audiobook and really loved it. And I'm just now getting into audiobooks. So those are the 7, I think, books that are on my October TBR. If you're new here, I typically read 4 to 5 books in a month, and that's a not getting married month, so we'll see how well I can do. I will be doing a separate TBR for the Charms Extra Credit readathon that is being hosted by Book Roast. I'm really excited for that. But that is all. I'm going to stop rambling and let you go. Please do give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments down below which books you plan on reading in October, and if you've read any of these books and think I will like them. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!